So it's been a minute since I recorded anything. I figured, while I'm working my new job, I would show some of the things I do here because they may or may not be helpful. So today is rewiring an outlet. These are your outlet wires. Black is your hot, white is your neutral, and this is your ground. On an outlet, let's see what I'm replacing. Your green is your ground. Your silver is your neutral. And your brass is your hot. Now, first and foremost, make sure you turn off the breaker before you touch live wires, because it can result in death if you don't, or a really bad shock. I mean, some people are different, so it's different for each type of person. So I'm gonna wire this up, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's wired. This is partially wired, so this is where the ground goes, and it's screwed on. So the thing about outlets that you need to realize is that the screw needs to be completely screwed down in order to maintain contact, just an FYI. So this outlet in particular has one ground, and it has two neutrals on the sides and two hots on the other side. But it also has two more additional neutral slots and two additional hot slots. So technically you could fit 4 wires on the back of this, 2 in the sides and 2 in the backs. And then your ground. None of your neutrals and none of your hots go to the ground. Just an FYI. Now typically what I do when I'm doing these is I will hook my wire like that. Pair of needle nose works spectacular for that, especially if you line it up with the teeth on it. That's the perfect angle to wrap it around and have it go around the screw. Once it's around the screw, I pinch my hooked wire back down to my other wire so that they're touching pretty close in the back. So you can see that kind of on this one over here where it's already screwed down on my hot lead. So now I'm gonna screw in my neutral, and then I'm gonna put it back inside there. All right, your top screw and your bottom screw are your positioning screws. So when you take your cover and you put your cover over your outlet, it's done. You wanna make sure that these are flush with your cover. If it's sunk in, that means your screws here and here are too tight and they need to be slightly loosened. If it's too far out, that means they're too loose and they need to be screwed back in and tightened. Once the plate is on, it should look like that, where it's nice, plugs are slightly out, it's good. These are the ones that I'm replacing. Can anyone see why that's being replaced? I'll give you a hint. Actually, I'll tell you. It's because this ground is broken, and therefore it is a bad outlet and it needs to be replaced with good outlets that your grounds are working on. So having a grounded outlet is a very important thing. This is a breaker panel. Make sure your breaker is turned off to whatever outlet you work on. Once again, safety is very important. This concludes how to fix an outlet in my daily job.